ESPN Wide World of Sports is the place to be for cheerleaders from across the country who are looking to give it their best for a shot at the Summit Championship. But they can tell you how important it is.
Summit is like no other competition.
It's amazing. The field house is so big, and when you hear the crowd go wild, it just makes you feel at home. Like the sport you love is just everything.
So many people, so many fans cheering you on. It's unlike any other competition.
And it's coming up next. Welcome to the State Farm Fieldhouse, where another cheer season concludes this championship weekend. Hello, I'm Maddie Gardner, alongside of our all-star expert, Justin Carrier. Justin, the top qualifying teams have one last performance and a chance to go home with the Summit Championship banner.
That's right. Over the last year, these teams have been practicing and competing with one goal in mind: to make it here. Everybody you're about to see qualified for this competition, the Summit, by earning a bid at a varsity all-star competition earlier this year.
There are more than 20,000 athletes competing at the championship this weekend. Today, we are going to focus on those in two divisions. Later on in the show, we'll get to level 4 senior medium co-ed, but we begin with small senior 5.
Yes, Maddie, one of my favorites, and there is a powerhouse program here in this division, a huge legacy in level 5 senior small, Dakota Spirit Apollo. They had the highest scoring routine yesterday in the last round of competition, but we can't forget, scores don't carry over. Everybody will start fresh, and it will all come down to who has the best performance today. The top qualifiers from semifinals, that was yesterday's competition, are listed right here. But at the bottom, you can see we've got some teams from the wild card round of competition competing as well.
The favorite coming into finals, here they are, Dakota Spirit. They are busy warming up their routine. It will be coming up a little bit later. Right now on the floor, we have ACX Miss Meow.
That's right, ACX is from Irmo, South Carolina. They are actually the longest running all-star gym in the state of South Carolina. Randy Dickey, cheer icon, very well known in this area for having such a stellar program. Great visual use of stunts. On the score sheet, there is a building creativity score.
Incredibly creative transitions there, Justin. You know, this is a smaller team this season, but the roster really does bring in athletes from different backgrounds and different experience levels at ACX. There's newcomers and there are veterans. It really blends the experience and a fresh energy.
These stunt groups just performed 360 up to arabesque, tick-tock to the left leg, and solid stunts. Remember, our judges are scoring the execution and technique of all the skills that you're witnessing.
Coach Griffin Wood says this is one of the more fast-paced and highly entertaining routines that this team has ever put together, and it's highlighted by this very building skill right here, the pyramid.
Yes, very unique entry into their pyramid handstand. During any pyramid, you're going to want to see these structures being built. That's when all the stunt groups hit at the top, hit a formation, and then dismount or move to another section. Oh, let's look at some happy parents off to the side.
And taking a look back at that pyramid section again, Justin, what are they doing here?
This is called a full hand-in-hand transition up to the top. Only team in this division I think that you're going to see this skill from. And then they keep moving into a brace flip up to an inside hitch pyramid. Nicely done.
Really nonstop from start to finish from Miss Meow as they take a look back at their routine one more time. And up next, Ace Cheer Company, the third member of our broadcast team. Taylor Shoup spoke to them moments ago.
In your guys' dance this year, there's a lot of moments where you guys get to connect with other teammates. Tell me more about those moments where you get to have that moment with a teammate.
Yeah, so there's this partner team where we all give each other high fives, and I think personally it's a really special moment because I get to do it with my sister, and just making eye contact with her at the end of the dance is just so fun.
We will watch out for that high five moment.
Right, actual sisters on the floor, but I know when these athletes compete together all season long, they end up being family regardless.
My sister was my secondary base for most of my cheer career, Justin.
I know. That creative brace flip transition, again, that may not be a specific level 5 appropriate skill, but the creativity and unique transitions all go towards what the judges are looking for. This section of the routine is the standing tumbling section. It's when they do standing tumbling skills out of a standing position. We saw those jump to back handspring to layouts. And now we're doing running tumbling that can end in a full twist like we just saw at the back of the floor. And this is their running tumbling section. Lots of fulls here in level 5.
Beautifully executed. They have 2.5 minutes to perform here at the Summit Championship. The routine is fast-paced, it's set to music, and really no time to breathe, Justin.
Yeah, it's 2.5 minutes long, but it feels about 45 seconds if you're one of the athletes on the floor. 17 to 22 athletes, as Maddie mentioned. Again, small senior level 5. The level 5 refers to their USASF level and what skills are allowed. Inversions up to the top. They move to stunts and then immediately into a pyramid section. Ace always known for their good pyramids.
I love the look that the Flyers gave each other on the right side of your screen. They're saying, you got this. Push through.
In most cases, by the time you get to the pyramid, you know that your routine's almost over. If you can nail that last skill going into the dance, then you know that you are home free.
And the sportsmanship in the stands cheering for Ace Cheer Company Phoenix.
Here's that stunt section we saw earlier. It's a handstand up to Liberty all the way to the top. And they ripple those TikToks to the left leg. Again, nice creative dismount.
Phoenix was in 4th place coming into today for the final performance. They'll head backstage now and enjoy now that their hard work is done. When we continue with Senior Small Level 5, SCV All-Stars. They're next when the Summit continues. The Summit Championship is brought to you by Gatorade. Gatorade fuels varsity spirit. Is it in you? By Athletics, active and lifestyle gear for everybody. And by Varsity Spirit. Go for it. Back inside the State Farm Fieldhouse, the SCV All-Stars from Santa Clarita, California head to the floor. They got some last-minute encouragement in the warm-up gym from their coach.
Good job, girls. Great warm-up. Anything else you need to do before we go? All right. Push off. Get ready. Shake it out. Let's go. Oh, there you got it. Let's go.
Look at Danielle Wick, so calm, cool, and collected. She said she works on that. She's really dying inside. Does her best for the athletes. Nice open running tumbling section, 1 to layouts.
Senior Still has built consistent success with back-to-back top finishes. They placed second in 2024 and third in 2025, looking for a first place finish in 2026.
Always a contender in this division, especially. Senior Steel has a great reputation in level 5 senior small. And look at the detail on that dismount from the pyramid. Nice and clean. Everything happened on a specific count. From an execution point of view, it's going to be really hard to top that.
We talked about the sisters on Ace Cheer Company. Senior Still has 2 sets of sisters on this team. They say it contributes to the team's family atmosphere.
And speaking of family, Maddie, one of the athletes, Brooklyn Witt, has been in this program cheering since she was 3, although I actually remember her mother pushing her around in a stroller before that. Longest running athlete here at SCV is graduating this year. This team is notably clean, in my opinion. A lot of these skills that you're going to see at level 5, they're the same skills executed in a different way with different levels of choreography and creativity. But the cleanliness is so important as the judges are trying really hard to reward the technique and execution. Remember, a lot of these routines, we're looking for the creativity and the choreography of the skills, but then that carries through to the dance. The dance portion of the routine is worth 2 points on the final score sheet. Smart way to leave a lasting impression.
You can see the relief when they hit their final pose. Very difficult routine, Justin, but executed very well, as you mentioned.
And that'll be the name of the game with this division, because we've got Apollo coming up, who's also known for the same thing, but a lot of happy SCV athletes.
ATA Lake Norman VORTEX likes to take the floor in a single line, as you see here. So, of course, we asked them why.
We just like to come out on the floor very clean, calm, and motivated, and it kind of just sets the tone for our routine, our performance. It's honestly the best feeling ever, going out on the mat and just like soaking it all in, because it's like the last one and it's like you worked so hard for this moment and it's truly your moment.
That moment is now for Stevie and ATA Lake Norman.
They're opening up with their standing and running tumbling, trying to get some of the more difficult skills out of the way so they can focus on the building portions of the routine. Again, nice creative transition up into their stunt section.
Before every competition, each coach and athlete on the team gets a stamp that says Category 5. They say it symbolizes the intensity and unity of this team.
We just saw that back handspring up to lib stunt section. I know this team's really proud of that. They've never actually been able to pull off that skill on the competition floor up until this year, and they're really excited to get to do it here at the summit.
First season that they have completed and competed that skill. Not the first season for flyer Chloe Furrick. She's actually been a part of the ATA program for more than 10 years. She started off as a tiny athlete. She's grown throughout the gym.
This ATA Lake Norman location has been having some growth of its own. They are adding more and more teams in more advanced divisions, and they're showing here in level 5 senior small is proof of that. They've got a lot of momentum on their side right now. They don't look out of breath, Maddie. It's been about 2 minutes, and they look pretty well rested so far.
A lot of athletic conditioning goes into making it through those 2.5 minutes, Justin. Many teams work out for several hours, really, practicing this routine over and over and over again, making sure they hit it perfectly each time.
Well, I'm out of breath just watching it, so I can't imagine what they're going through, and then having to finish with a dance like this is pretty amazing. Sister team cheering them on from the sideline. Great job, ATA Lake Norman. Here's their jump section. Now, we haven't talked about jumps much. Most of the teams we see today are going to perform 3 advanced jumps. Where they get scored on is their technique and execution. It's worth 4 points on the score sheet.
And slowing down that replay really allows you to see how synchronized their jumps were. Nice work for ATA. Meanwhile, Dakota Spirit heads to the floor for their final performance of 2026 and the hope of another Summit Championship. Welcome back to the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida and the 2026 Summit Championship. The park will have to wait today because the action is all in here in the field house. And ATA is all smiles backstage watching their performance once more. Dakota Spirit Apollo is just about set to go. They sure seem relaxed as they ended their warm-up earlier.
Last fun run with this team we get. Can we make it fun? Yes! Great, you know what to do, yes? Yes! As normal, but it's our last one with this group. Let's go for 155. Run on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go for 155 is in reference to the fact that this is their 155th full-out performance, including all skills, this season. 154 times so far they've hit a 0 deduction performance. This entire division so far has had 0 deduction performances. We don't see that often at this level. Look at that. We talked about how tight and strong SCV was earlier in this division. We've got another contender right here. Their skills are rock solid.
A little bit more pressure on this performance, perhaps, for Dakota Spirit. They have 6 graduating seniors who have been with the program since youth cheer.
3 of the athletes on this team were on the first ever Summit Championship team, Apollo, back in 2022. Remember, they won in 22, they won again in 24, and this team is looking to put a 3rd Summit title into the trophy case.
Oh, and I remember those years, Justin. I'm always impressed by Apollo.
Nice jump section from Apollo. Very clean routine. Remember, a lot of these teams are performing similar level 5 appropriate skills. It's how you complete them that makes the difference. When they land their tumbling passes and they stick and they stand up without any extra movement, that makes a difference with the judges. In the pyramid section, look at the base's arms. They're holding the top girls in the air. There's very little movement happening up above.
Their showmanship is so strong, it almost takes away from how difficult these skills are because they're making it look so easy and so fun.
And their flyers in the air look like they're standing on the ground. Moving into their dance section, look at the crowd on their feet, clapping it out with the cheerleaders.
Giving that last bit of energy for the athletes on the floor so they can finish their final routine.
Performance 155 in the books. Looks like another 0 deduction routine. Great job to Apollo. Here's a replay of that pyramid we talked about. And look, like I said, the top girls in the air look like they're standing on the ground. Look how simple it looks when it's actually really difficult.
And that wraps up the competition in Level 5 Senior Small. Before we get to the awards announcement, here's a look at the other top finalists.
We've got Ice out of Pennsylvania. These are the Lunar Ladies.
And out of Arizona, it is Top Gun All-Stars Road, showcasing beautiful pull-up lifts to arabesque along with some running tumbling skills.
And Pack Athletics from Charleston, South Carolina. Another program out of South Carolina in this division. Wonderful performance.
It is time to reveal the top 3 in the Level 5 Senior Small Division. An incredibly talented division that it was so fun to watch today. In third place, ACX Miss Meow.
And in second place, SCV All-Stars. Congratulations on your silver, SCV All-Stars. And your 2026 Summit Champion in 2022, 2024, and 2026, it's Dakota Spirit Apollo.
Dakota Spirit topping 99 points, leading them to a convincing win in a very competitive division. They're now standing by with Taylor Shute.
Dakota Spirit Apollo regaining that Summit title. Tell me, what was on your mind going throughout that award session?
Really, I just trusted my teammates like always, and we just always have fun together, and we just trusted like the timing, we trusted our coaches, and we knew we could do it all this season.
Congratulations, Dakota Spirit Apollo Summit Champions.
That's right. Your 2020